Okay, with us we have the Edgewood Eagles. With us is Coach Chaia Huff and student athletes number 5, Alyssa Limeron. Did I get that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And number 42, Bria Limeron. Coach, first we'll start with an opening statement. We'll have student questions for the student athletes, and then we'll finish off with questions for Coach.
Am I supposed to say something?
Yep, you can give your opening statement.
I think we learned a lot today, and that's good for us. We've had quite the run the last few years, and I think this was a good game for us to kind of measure where we're at, and we knew that it would be. We were hoping it would be a little better in the end, but I think we'll grow a lot from it. I think some of the things we wanted to do worked, and some didn't, and I think that's some things that we can go forward with. Really proud of them and where they've come this year and all they've done, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Excellent. We'll open it up to questions for our student athletes.
Listen, Bria, I wanted to ask you, when I look at the roster of your team, you're also incredibly young. You're going to have another chance to do this, and I know getting here was obviously pretty special. But now that you have this experience, coming up here to Bethel for a first round game, how big will that parlay into what you want to accomplish next year?
I think having the experience is really good for us. So next year we know what it's like, and that's our goal, is to get back here again. We want to get better, and hopefully it'll turn out different for us next year when we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think just having the experience plays a huge role in how we play here and everything that comes from it. So, yeah, next year should be better.
I noticed that D3 Hoops had a nice little story about the both of you, and obviously the parts you play for this Edgewood team has been huge this year in getting to this level. Talk to me about how well you guys work together and how far this goes back.
I mean, we've been playing together forever. We had one season where we didn't play together, so I mean, it's fun to be together, and we know we have pretty good chemistry on the court. We know what each other is going to do sometimes. So, yeah, I think that helped us get going a little bit this year, and hopefully we can carry that into next year too.
Should I extend on that? I mean, yeah, it just feels natural playing with Alyssa. It's just everything's more comfortable, so I think it helps a lot on the court.
Okay, I can have the student athletes speak.
Yes, I can.
You're good.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, I thought kind of a critical juncture in this game came right at the beginning of the second period. You were down by 6, and you had possession of the ball to start the second period. And I thought if you could have gotten a score, closer within 4, you would have been right back within striking distance. It would have at the very least changed the complexion of things. Instead, Oshkosh went on a run, and you were never really able to quite catch up from that and recover.
I agree with that. Our ball wouldn't go in today. And I mean, obviously, I think some of that's related to them, for sure. Their defense is tough, and we knew it would be. They're long, athletic, quick. We feel like we're very quick and athletic, not so long. So we knew that'd be a little bit tough, and we needed our shots to go in when we had opportunity. And we talked about that pregame. When we get the opportunity, we have to put the ball in, because when you play a team like UW-Oshkosh, when they get an opportunity, they do. And so we felt like we didn't do that. We didn't match it. And we needed some kids to step up, and they didn't. And honestly, I think that's related to a lot of things. I mean, credit to their defense, and they're certainly so good. But I also think we needed a little more swag, I guess is the word I'm looking for. We needed a little more confidence to put the ball when we had our opportunities.
I've always been under the assumption, from covering the women's D3 side for a while now, that the unfamiliarity factor kind of plays a part in all this too. When you come to a facility that you've never been to before, and you've played a team, certainly you've watched them on tape.
Yep.
But until you get on the floor with them, you have that window of maybe like 5-10 minutes. You really don't know what you're getting for sure. I'm sure that probably played a part as well.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that. Honestly, it's been a rebuilding program at Edgewood, and I I've really tried to evaluate each year kind of our next step to get us there and what would challenge us. And this year it took me a little bit by surprise. Honestly, Bria came and Bria made all the difference for us, and it was a little sooner than I thought. And I think we got to get our schedule a little tougher. We got to play some of the WIAC schools, and that would have helped us today. And we felt that. Even just scouting them the last couple of days, like, man, we wish we'd have played a couple. If we had a couple under our belt, we would have a better idea for what was coming at us. We had 2 losses this year before today, and both those losses were to really good teams in our conference. And both the second times we played them, we beat them pretty good. And we learned a lot from that first time and carried that into the second time. And that's something we didn't have with them today. And I knew it was going to be a smack, and I wasn't quite sure how we'd handle it. So I think in the future, we'll get our schedule a little tougher and see if we can prepare them a little better. So when it matters, we're ready for it.